Smartwatches today are made keeping different disciplines in mind, and one of them is tactical smartwatches. These smartwatches are designed to be used in tough conditions. So, anyone who is in the military or works in challenging environments, plays extreme sports, or has a similar discipline would need these watches. Without any delay, let's talk about them one by one and discuss which one is the tactical smartwatch that will fulfill your needs and what are all the features that you get. The first smartwatch that I would like to recommend is the Garmin Tactix Charlie. It is regarded as one of the best tactical watches money can buy. With military grade durability and military features, this smartwatch is built for tactical use. It features a 1.2-inch screen which allows you to read the information on it under direct sunlight as well as in the dark. The best part is that it is compatible with night vision goggles which allow you to use it during a night mission. The watch also supports topo maps for outdoor activities and comes with various outdoor profiles as well. Moreover, these maps are routable, which helps you in going back to your initial position when exploring an unfamiliar location. It also supports various navigational satellites like GPS, GLONASS, and Galileo that keep track of your location even in challenging locations. You can also use the same GPS to track your daily activities like running, cycling, and swimming, which is an added advantage of this watch. Also, since it is a 10 ATM watch, you can use it for occasional surfing, swimming, and other water activities. It also has some important tactical features like Mudmaster for skydiving, waypoint projection, and dual position GPS formatting for location tracking that makes it a true military watch. Besides providing you tactical advantage, this smartwatch can also keep an eye on your health. Using it, you can track all the health vitals like heart rate, blood oxygen, VO2 max, sleep, and so on. The battery life is also a crucial thing to notice while picking up a tactical smartwatch. Luckily, in this watch, you get a good battery life that will last a few days even if you use the GPS quite often. The only downside I can think of is the $1,000 price tag. So go for the watch if the budget is not an issue for you. If you don't want to spend a grand on a smartwatch, then Garmin Instinct 2 will be perfect for you. At the $350 price tag, you will get a watch that meets the US military standard, so it can survive shocks and extreme environments that most smartwatches cannot. Similarly, the 100-meter underwater resistance ensures that you can go in the water without any worries. However, doing any intense activity like scuba diving while wearing the watch isn't recommended. One major issue with rugged watches is that they are humongous in size, so they feel bulky and big on the wrist. Not everyone minds that, but some do. If you are one of them, then you will be happy to know that you can get Instinct 2 in big 45mm and small 40mm sizes as well. Regardless of the size you prefer, you will not be compromising on any features. Both Instinct 2 comes with ABC sensors, so you can check your altitude, atmospheric pressure, and direction using the watch. If you can stretch your budget, then you can go with Instinct 2 Solar variant as well. As the name suggests, you can charge the solar variant under the sunlight, making sure you don't run out of juice. Garmin Instinct 2 also supports multiple global navigation satellites for tracking your outdoor activities. Like Garmin Tactix, you also get stealth mode on Instinct 2, dual format GPS for knowing your exact location, and Mudmaster for skydiving. Now, it isn't a perfect replacement for Garmin Tactix either, as it doesn't have topo map support. And display on the Garmin Instinct 2 is a black and white monochrome display, which is similar to the display you find on G-Shock watches. Besides all the tactical features, Garmin Instinct also has 30 plus sports profiles to offer for tracking your sports activities. It also has the Garmin Elevate heart rate sensor that can track your blood oxygen, heartbeat per minute, VO2 max, and sleep cycles. So the watch would not only help you in completing your mission, but also in tracking your lifestyle and health vitals. If you don't want a watch that needs to be charged at all, then this Casio G-Shock Mudmaster 2000 will be perfect. The watch doesn't need to be charged every other week and also offers solar charging support. Since the watch is part of G-Shock's Mudmaster lineup, it comes with the exceptional build quality. It offers mud-resistant, so dirt or mud won't be an issue for the watch. Along with that, the watch also offers 200 meters of underwater resistance, so you can even go diving and snorkeling with the watch. The watch has a screw lockdown crown that prevents any water and dirt from reaching the watch. The glass that protects the watch display is sapphire glass, and it also has a glare coating to increase readability under the sun. At night, you can read the time using the watch hands as it comes with neo bright coating. It makes the watch hands glow at night or in dark environments. You can also read the digital display using the super illuminator light provided on the watch. Enough about the build. Let's talk about some features. The watch comes with a built-in ABC sensor that can track your altitude, atmospheric pressure, and compass. It also has manual memory lock feature that allows you to save up to 30 records of date, time, and altitude. It will definitely come in handy while logging the different checkpoints of your missions. Mudmaster 2000 also has a built-in thermometer which can be very useful for survival during missions. Not just that, this G-Shock also supports time calibration using satellite signals for setting up the time accurately and automatically. So if you will be using the watch in Japan, China, Germany, US or England, then the watch will set the correct time every day automatically. Those are some of the many features that this watch has to offer. Now, I am not going to lie. This watch is expensive and doesn't offer smart features like step, heart rate, sleep tracking and so on. However, the exclusion of all these features also make it possible for Casio to offer 6 months of battery life without exposure to sunlight. This gets further increased to 25 months if the watch is not being used and in power saving mode. All in all, this is a pretty good tactical watch if you are not looking for smart features that can bog down your phone and your watch's battery. Not everyone can spend $500 on G-Shock, and if you two are in the same boat, then Suunto Core is for you. It is a cheap smartwatch that has all the basic tactical features with military grade sturdiness, which will help you come out on top in difficult situations. Like G-Shock, it too does not have a GPS, but you do get an altimeter, barometer and compass. Suunto Core also has a sunrise and sunset alarm that keeps you aware of the day and help you plan more efficiently. It can also sense a drop in air pressure and alert you about the weather change and upcoming storms. However, one major downside of the watch is that it offers water resistance of only 30 meters underwater. Therefore, do not do any extreme water sports while wearing the watch, but it should be able to survive occasional submersion without any issues. The build quality overall seems quite rigid given the price, and expect the watch to stay in good working condition for some time to come. So in terms of durability, this watch is a complete winner. The last smartwatch on our list is none other than the Garmin Fenix 7. But this time it is a multi-sport watch that you can also use for tactical activities. For instance, Fenix 7 has features like full color topo maps, just like you would get on Garmin Tactix Charlie. And the maps are routable, so you can easily track your way back to the initial position. While I tell you that, do keep in mind Garmin Tactix cost almost $1,000, but you can get Fenix 7 for $600 to $700. It has more advanced navigation features as well. It comes with GPS, GLONASS and Galileo navigation satellite support. Along with that, you also get a flashlight on the smartwatch that you can use to read maps at night, send SOS distress signals, and send signals in Morse code. It can also be useful while exploring outdoors in low light conditions. Also, there is a 3-axis compass on Fenix 7 that keeps you informed about the direction in which you are trekking. Along with the compass, there are gyroscope, altimeter and barometer sensor available that helps in giving a better understanding of direction, distance and surroundings. All these features combined make this watch a great tactical smartwatch. Talking of its multi-sport feature, it can help you train for different sports including running, cycling and swimming. Yes, you can swim with this watch as it is a 10 ATM watch that can easily handle surface level water activities including swimming. Also, there is a heart rate sensor on this watch that helps you monitor your heartbeats so that you stay aware of your heart's health. The build quality is also super solid on this watch as it is mainly built with stainless steel that provides it rigidity and sturdiness. Overall, it is a well-built tactical smartwatch with multi-sport training facilities. If you happen to be an adventure enthusiast as well as sportsman or athlete, then you should definitely go with this watch. So guys, that were 5 watches which in my opinion can be useful in tactical situations. Before I leave, here is a question for you. What are all the features that you look for in a tactical smartwatch? And which one are you planning to buy? Don't forget to press that like and subscribe button before you leave. See you here next time.